Welcome to Campus Chat, a look at the people, the opportunities, programs, and happenings at Western Nevada College. Campus Chat is made possible by the Western Nevada College Foundation.
Hello and welcome to Campus Chat. My name is Helene Jesse, and this is the show about the people and programs of Western Nevada College. So today we're going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, and that's the employee giving campaign at Western Nevada College. A lot of people don't know this, but many of our employees give money out of their paycheck monthly to various causes at the school. And I think that's really important to note right now, because in this day and age with the economic downturn, a lot of people perhaps criticizing education that we have too much money or not. You know, I mean, there is that out there. And I think it's good for people to know that this institution really gives back. And so I'm very pleased to have with me the chair of our employee giving campaign, Paul Eastwood. Paul is a machine tool technology instructor and runs a great program in our Woody Wooster machine shop. And then sitting next to him on the far right of the screen is Teri Zutter. She's the director of the Adult Basic Education Program and also is a GED examiner. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And now on this side is Michelle Rachal, and she is the assistant to the vice president of academic and student affairs. And all three of them were on this year's committee. We all give monthly of varying amounts, and so welcome. That was a long introduction, wasn't it?
Good one.
Yeah. It was good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you.
So, Paul, as chair of the committee, what do you do? And do you like it?
Oh yeah, this is one of the better committees. A lot of fun. My job as the chair, talk with Elaine, as in set up room, location, and dates that we can meet for the committee. Set up an agenda as to what we're going to talk about, which is usually our themes, and what we can do to possibly entice some of our co-workers to give to the Employee Giving Foundation.
Yeah, it's all voluntary, and we do it.
It's all employees here.
Yeah, once a year, right?
Right.
So, Teri, do you remember what this year's theme was?
Arg, maybe I do. It was a pirate theme.
Yeah, discover your treasure, share the gold. And we had a lot of fun with that, didn't we?
Oh, yes, we did.
We did.
So, where did we go to get our pictures taken? In fact, Dave might be showing that picture now. You were very prominent in that picture, remember?
I do remember. We had a lot of fun that day. We went to Washoe Lake, right, and to Virginia City, where we actually had tourists take pictures of us dressed in our pirate costumes. So we had a really good time.
And I know Michelle joined for the same reason probably you guys did. She said, that looks like a fun committee, because we did the Egypt pictures. Before it was building on the pyramids of success, or King Tut can't take it with them, and neither can you. Which is great. And so we went out to the Nevada Camel Company and had our picture taken, and Michelle saw that and said, oh, that.
I want to be that. I want to dress up. And
fun committee. So how much do you have to give? Or what is there a minimum or maximum?
No, you can give as little as $5 from each paycheck up to the whole kit and caboodle if you want, and your spouses.
The whole family's
yes.
Paycheck. And what do you give to? What can you give to?
There's we have a list of programs that employees can give to. There's a list of 41 programs, and there's the word other. If you can come up with some other program here that you would like to give to, it's really specific. Like myself, I give to the MTT for scholarships for my students. It just depends on what you like. Of course, the observatory is a great place to
I think it's there too.
Right.
Do you split yours up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then Teri, what do you give to?
I give to scholarships as well.
You have your own scholarship, right?
Yes, students are much like Paul said. Students are near and dear to my heart, and that's what I'd like to see happen. Is more students have the opportunity to come to our school.
And what about you? What do you give?
I give to our ESL program that Teri runs.
Yes, I give to athletics, observatory, 4 scholarships. You can split your donation up many different ways, and so you can have it make a huge impact. So I think it's pretty impressive what we gave, Paul. You want to give us the figures, like our benchmark, and how much money we raised? And
well, I'm going to have to read it.
That's good.
On November 3rd, 2008, we had 89 out of 219 employees. That's a 40% at $120,554. As of December 19th, which is just a month and a half after our program goes between November and December for the employee giving, our campus program, and it wound up as 114 out of 219 employees, which was 52% increase of 12%, and a total of $178,164, which was an increase of 47%, which was just fantastic.
Pretty huge. And that money, someone asked me, was that $178,000 annually? No, that's actually a 5-year pledge. Most of us make 5-year pledges, so that's $178,000 spread out over 5 years. So it really averages out about $30,000 a year, which is pretty impressive. I mean, that's we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you give, Paul?
Just giving back to the community. I've done very well in the machine trade. From I've been in this area for 40 some odd years, and I'm just contributing back into. I'd love to see my students take advantage of the scholarship program. That's all there is to it.
How about you? What prompted you to give?
Well, I'm a graduate of WNC, and my son attends school here right now. I just believe in our program, our mission, and I wanted to help.
Yeah, that's good. Teri?
Same as Michelle. I'm a native Carsonite, a graduate from Western, and I know I'm biased, but I still feel that this school is the best school in the state of Nevada, and I want to see students be able to have the opportunity up here that I have.
Right. We have a great mission, a great opportunity to make a huge difference in people's lives. And then by giving, I know I give, number one, because it makes me feel good, and I can really see an impact, especially with the scholarships. I feel it just really get a sense of fulfillment and great satisfaction from it, aside from it being my job. I mean, and it's just a good thing. It creates a good community, I think, within the Western Nevada College community. So, what do you think our theme's going to be next year? Any ideas?
I don't think so.
I can't remember what we talked about.
I think we talked about Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras, yes.
Okay.
With the beads, but what's fun about the committee is that we get together and we start throwing out all these ideas, and they're pretty crazy.
You know what a pirate pays for a gallon of gas?
No.
An arm and a peg. That's how much fun we have.
That's great.
Can't get better than that.
It's like, all you need is booty and a dream.
There we go.
That was the campaign. Discover your treasure, share the gold, or all you need is booty and a dream. That was yours, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a good one. So we do have a lot of fun. Make it fun. Try and encourage other people to give because, it's a good thing. Any last words? Make it quick. You got 2 seconds.
No.
Yeah, no. No, that was quick. So thank you, Teri. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it. You going to be on the committee next year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Teri? Think you can, you too?
Oh, definitely.
Thanks, Michelle. We appreciate it. And thank you for watching this edition of Campus Chat. We'll be right back with our next segment. Welcome back to Campus Chat. My name is Helene Jesse, and this face should look familiar. She was just on our last segment. Teri Zutter, Director of the Adult Basic Education Program and the GED Program, which we're going to talk about what that means in just a second. But Teri, we're also going to talk with 2 of your students who have gone through both of those ABE, GED programs and who have become very successful. And kind of the theme today is about creating opportunity. And Teri really goes above and beyond in creating opportunity for students who maybe have had a rough start in life or who, just a diverse background and needs. Isn't that correct? I mean, when you look at, you're just out there in the trenches, aren't you?
I feel like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Most of the students who come to us have been disenfranchised in some way or another, although the diversity is immense. So,
yeah, it is, isn't
interesting.
It? How long have you been doing this program?
I've been the director of the program since 2000. I was an instructor from 1992, so for 17 years I've been doing adult basic education.
When did you graduate from Western?
I think I graduated from Western in like 1991.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to look that up.
You're not that old, Teri.
No fur.
So what exactly is adult basic education? What do students free? Do people sign up? How do they do that?
There's no charge for classes for those who qualify, and you qualify by taking a test and having skills lower than a certain level. The money comes from the federal government, from a pass-through grant through the State Department of Education, and underneath the Workforce Investment Act, specifically Title II called Adult Education and Family Literacy. So that's where it comes from.
And so what are the students, what can they expect? How do you recruit them, first of all? How do they get up here?
Flyers, radio spots, TV spots. However, our biggest recruitment is word of mouth. So no matter how much we try to get the word out there, we always find when we collect the data that students are finding out from other students and or mentors, people in their churches, their employers, somebody who cares about them to send them this way.
So you have all these people with all these different skills probably. They're coming in at different levels. How do you get them on a program track?
We test them. We give them a reading comprehension exam, and it is almost the English as a second language portion is one section of the program, and the GED preparation or adult basic skills would be another section.
So ESL is all part of it too.
Correct. Non-native English speakers only qualify for ESL.
Okay, but then the adult. So really, it's adult basic education is the umbrella, and then with ESL and GED underneath it.
Correct. And we probably should call it literacy is a good word. It's really literacy program. It's a literacy program.
For both of them?
Correct.
Okay. So there's people, and then what can they expect, like after a year? Or like how long do they stay in the program?
It depends upon when they come in, how much persistence they have available to them with, working, raising families, those kind of things. How much time do they have to be able to put into their education? Unfortunately, right now, we are busy, and students have lots of time to put into their education. Because of the downturn in the economy that you were talking about earlier, students are pouring in our doors because they're not employed. And while they're not employed, they're seeking to try to improve their skills so that they can get gainfully employed.
So can they attend class every day? I mean, is it a structured class or is it just open entry, open exit?
Both of those. So in the ESL program, it's a structured class. It has a start date and an end date, usually 10 to 12 weeks of instruction depending upon the calendar, 3 days a week for 2.5 hours a day, so 7.5 hours a week. It's a rigorous, in order to learn English, you need to immerse yourself in it like that to get the skills you need. And in the GED program, it's open entry. Students come in every 2 weeks. We have a new set of students coming in, and they can attend class, study at home, work on an online program, or generally all three of those. So the more they're doing, the faster they're successful in meeting their goals.
And then they take a test.
Yes, they do take if they're studying for the GED program, they'll take a GED exam at the end of whenever they're ready.
I heard that was actually pretty tough.
It is. It's 7 hours and 25 minutes long total time.
The test?
Yes, it is. It is designed to. I'll bet many people who took the math today wouldn't pass it because we're not practicing math. We're not using those skills we learned. It's supposed to be a rigorous test so that when you're finished with it, you can say, I am equivalent to a high school graduate today, not in 1950 or 1960, but today. So, so they increased the math level of it in 2002 in order to make it congruent with today's math skills.
It does take the place of a high school diploma if for some reason you were unable to graduate from high school.
Absolutely.
Can you get financial aid without a GED or a high school diploma?
You can get a scholarship that is available, or a loan, but you may not apply for the federal Pell Grants without having a high school diploma or a GED.
Okay, so once you get either of those, then you're able to apply for financial aid.
Correct.
And then what do you think? Do you see students moving on to college classes after they receive that GED or ESL even?
Yes. We generally, when the student comes to our program, that's not in their mindset. They don't see that as a goal for them. Once they get up here and they start feeling comfortable in the college atmosphere here and hearing we employ students who've been in our program and or graduates from WNC to role model for them that, yeah, if I can do it, you can do it as well. And then students will start to say, oh, I guess I never thought about that. Most of them are non-traditional students. Their parents haven't been to college. So they're not thinking that that's something that's attainable for them. They think that college means they're going to be a brain surgeon, not a machine tool technologist in Paul's program that was here. Right. So they find out, oh, I can go to school.
How many people do you have going through the program on a yearly basis?
1,200. This would include not just the community of Carson City, but all of WNC service area, Fallon, Minden, Gardnerville, all of those. And our ESL registration in January, we registered 276 people for our ESL program only, not our GED program or our English language transition class either.
Phenomenal. So how many GED graduates do you have per year?
Last year we had 112, which is really, compared to some of my peers, it's a good number. It's a good number.
Yeah, because that's a graduate, so you probably have more people take it, right?
Or 112 took and passed the exam successfully. Then there's a lot of people who we see in the GED who will come, they disappear because their life circumstances get in the way. If you're having to feed your kids, that's going to be more important than the next thing. Then we don't see them. Then 3 months later, they're back. They come back in. They're like, okay, I'm going to try again. I'm here again. And eventually, they're successful. And
right. Yeah. So if someone's watching this show, because our next segment we're going to be talking to two students, how do they get a hold of you? They want to do their GED. I mean, it's a pretty non-threatening environment, right?
Yes. It's very comfortable in our office. It's we are the people known for the bowl of candy, and you would call 445-4451. And get the information there. If you don't get the information, you'd want to ask for Teri. I'll be happy to help.
Right. So if you want to improve your reading, learn how to read, you want to get that high school or diploma or the equivalent of that, this is a great thing to do.
And if you're looking to give back and you have some time on your hands and you want to help teach someone to read and on a volunteer basis, we'd be happy to hear from you that way as well.
Oh, that's great too. So if you have some free time on your hands, want to volunteer and give back, that's great.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Okay, so stay with us. We're going to be back with Teri and two of her students. Thank you. Welcome back to Campus Chat, and this is our Create Wonderful Opportunity segment, I guess, at Western Nevada College. My name is Helene Jesse, and with me today are Ed Gant, Teri Zutter, and Juanita Morales. And Ed and Juanita are both graduates of our ESL and GED for Juanita, and then GED for Ed, right? So yes. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. So how did you hear about the program, Ed? And what prompted you to get involved?
Get involved. I've always been involved in Western Nevada Community College. I've always enjoyed the college here and the teachers. I figured I better keep continuing my education, and I needed my high school diploma so I could move on farther with my education. So I got flyers and received flyers from different people and figured, okay, I finally got to get it done, get up here and make the commitment. And then I came, graduated with my GED last year in July, and then I've moved on to work on the 911 dispatching program.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And tried to just create a better education for myself and a better future so I can help other individuals.
So did you find that GED preparation hard, or how did you find that whole experience?
That whole experience with the GED was excellent. You got plenty of support from everybody. They got an excellent staff in there, and you couldn't ask for better support. They're right there for you all the time.
Great. So Juanita, how long have you been here in Carson City? How long have you lived here?
About 20 years.
20 years.
In last year, 2007, I started to ESL classes.
Oh, I see.
In August 27, I get my GED.
You did. Now, how did you hear about the program?
I got a flyer from my school son, and also I got from the mail, from the WNC catalog.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see what is good for me to learn English and writing and speaking. And I found out that there are the office in the ESL classes, and that's why I'm interested to taking classes.
So was it easy for you to sign up and all that? Because there'll be people watching who will want to know. What is it easy to sign up and all that?
It was very easy because the people working in the office, the ESL office, they always is friendly. They help to the people coming, and I like that. Also because some people are bilingual and help me to understand everything in the program, how to work the program.
Now, I understand you also passed the GED.
Yes.
Was that hard, or?
It's just those new, especially writing, but it's a good opportunity because it's a step to help me to go to the high education, like college classes, and I'm very happy.
Yeah. So, are you going to college right now?
Yes, I am taking 4 classes, 12 credits.
4?
Yes.
Wow, 12 credits. That's amazing.
Yes, I like the way encourage after get my GED. I feel more comfortable to confident.
Yeah.
And because before I afraid, to go enroll in the college, but right now, yes, I feel better.
Yeah, that's great. So Ed, I think it's really cool that, I'm going to ask you, how old are you?
53.
53. So, did you feel, for some people, going back to college and getting a GED at 53 or 50 or whatever it was might have been a little intimidating.
Well, at first it was, and then, once you get there and the atmosphere and getting in the ESL classes and getting your GED made you comfortable, and the staff was real friendly, and they said you can do it, and a lot of support, and they're just right there for you. They give you lots of handouts and flyers for advancing yourself in whatever you're a little bit shy of for getting your points, and the pre-tests are excellent because it gives you guidelines, what you need to study and how long you need to study on those things.
So how many credits are you taking right now?
I'm taking a full load, 12 units.
Wow. In the daytime or?
I'm taking my classes right now at the 911 dispatch from 6 o'clock at night till 10.
See, that's excellent because then you can work during the day, right?
Yeah, you can
and
work
go to school at night.
That's right.
I think
makes it easier that way because you can still come to the college at night. They have excellent classes here. It's a well-lit college. It's secure. You can see everywhere. They got plenty of parking. It's a fun place to be, and the teachers are fun, and like they say, it's always a good time.
So that's a great message to tell the person in the audience who's wondering whether they should go or not, or what if they're afraid, or how do you feel about listening to Juanita and Ed? It's got to make you feel pretty good that the program is really.
Well, I like my job. And sometimes there's administrative details that I could get caught up in and be in my office and think, oh, why am I doing this job? And then Ed or Juanita drops by and I see what's going on in their life and I think, oh, that's why I'm doing this job. This is why I do this job. And it makes me, sometimes I can't believe I get paid because it feels so good. It's like being paid for service work when you were talking earlier about the employee giving campaign. It's a great job to have to see people be successful, and it's been fun. I see Ed cruising around with his backpack and see him over in the cafe with the rest of the students, and Juanita has, I believe, 36 credits already at the school here, and I think having a second language barrier there and raising her family and working and doing what she does is incredible. It's amazing.
Are you going to try and get a degree, then an associate's degree?
No, I try to get my certificate on business.
Oh, certificate of business. So those are the classes that you're taking right now are business classes?
Yes, business classes.
So 36 credits, huh?
Yeah, I started last spring semester.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how long have you been in the United States? Oh, 20 years. You already said that.
Yes.
Where did you come from?
I come from Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Yes.
Managua or?
Yes, Managua.
The capital. So you moved from the capital of a country to the capital of a state. That's great. Yeah, I think both of you give people a lot of hope.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Motivate me.
Motivate people to better themselves, that it can be done. You can improve your life by coming up here and getting a degree and education.
Yep. It's the best way to go.
Yeah.
It's your future. Do what you want.
Yeah, it's in your hands, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's excellent. Well, any last words, Juanita?
So I say thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak to our Hispanic community and say, yes, we can.
Yeah. Oh. Sí. Podemos. Sí. Hey. Right on, sister. Right on. Well, you know where my heart is. Yes, we can. I mean, I could be all over that. Couldn't we? She was at the inauguration, by the way, of President Obama in Washington, D.C., about 200 yards from the podium.
Yes, I was.
That's a whole other show. So,
I did.
yeah, so, is that cool? So thank you, Juanita Morales, Teri Zutter, Director of the program, and Ed Gant. Really appreciate you coming, and thank you so much for watching this edition of Campus Chat. We'll see you next month.
This has been Campus Chat, a monthly program from Western Nevada College. Campus Chat is made possible by the Western Nevada College Foundation.